Aloha romantic friends, please subscribe for more updates and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Aloha romantic friends and new viewers, thank you for tuning in today's video. And today we are going to make a honey and banana soap. And so let's get started. So in this bucket we have our oils and our sodium hydroxide, aka lye water. And we are actually going to blend up these oils today so we can make our soap. Process we want to do is go ahead and add our additives such as our clays into the soap. And also I'm going to go ahead and blend up the clay. And the clays actually give a more smoother feel to the soap, and also it makes the soap lather very well. And next I am going to add our banana puree, which is actually mixed with water, into our soap. You want to make sure that your banana puree is blended up very well so you won't have a lot of clumps and lumps in your soap. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a blend. And then once I blended that up, next I am going to put my honey in my soap, because this is a banana and honey soap. Now that I have my soap blended up very well, the next stage in this process is I'm actually going to split my soap up into two different colors. And I've actually decided to keep my main soap this lovely creamy color, and we are actually going to color the soap using a natural ingredient such as cocoa powder. There, I'm actually going to add some cocoa powder. And this is the brand that I'm using in cocoa powder. And then I want to split off a little portion of my soap for exfoliation, because we're going to put poppy seeds for exfoliation. So I'm going to add poppy seeds in here because it kind of represent the little dots in the banana. I'm not really measuring out the poppy seeds, so it don't really make a difference. I'm going to blend that up. And then I'm going to make sure I blend up the oils that has the cocoa powder in it. And I'm going to go ahead and pour this into my mold. Okay, so I'm going to let that set up just a little bit so that I can add the remaining oils, or so that I can add the remaining of my soap on top. So it's turning This that has the cocoa powder, I still need to blend it very well. So, because I wanted it to be a slightly different color from my original oils. I may have to call it chocolate banana soap, honey soap or something, but it's made with cocoa powder. But I'm gonna stick with the honey and banana. The cocoa powder gave the soap a nice chocolate, milk chocolate color. I really like that. Not really worried about trying to tap the soap down because we're gonna do a texture on top. Nothing fancy today, just something simple. Okay, so I'm going to let that set up and harden on top, and we're going to come back and add the texture. Okay, so next we're just going to go ahead and add texture to the top of the soap. I noticed the goal is when making soap not to muddy the colors. So yeah, still need a little bit more practice, but it's beautiful. Day of the cutting of the honey and banana soap. And so if you watch my previous making of the honey and banana soap, there was a little issue with the soap. And the issue is that I did not measure the cocoa powder in the soap, and so what happened was, because I overdid the cocoa powder in the soap, let me see if I can get a good view of the soap here. The soap actually started to bubble or seize at the top of the soap, and so I started to play with the soap by mashing the bubbles out of it. And so word of caution is, if you're going to use cocoa powder in your soap, be sure to measure it out. Just don't pour it, because cocoa powder is actually a thickener, and it will play havoc with your soap. The good thing is that I'm going to let the soap sit until it turns into soap. So I'm going to have to let it sit for 30 days. And so I'm going to test the soap to see how it feels on the skin. Although I didn't use any fragrance, which is very good that I didn't, because I wanted to keep the soap in its natural state with the banana and honey and cocoa powder. So can't wait to cut the soap and also try it out. I'm not going to trash the soap. I feel as if it is still usable. I can still use it. And so although it won't go on the website, but I will remake the soap again, so that way I can use less cocoa powder in the soap. So that's the game plan when I make the soap again. Be sure to measure out, always measure out your ingredients. So I learned something new today in soap making. There's always something new to learn when you make soap. And you want to keep good notes so that you can refer back to your soap recipe. And for some reason, my soap cutter is not slicing that well. It's putting like this diagonal line in my soap. But it's a very pretty bar of soap. I think this would have turned out wonderful, besides the extra cocoa powder. So we're going to wait and see how it lathers. I'm going to do a lathering test as well. So if I like the way it feels, I might have a couple of bars on the website for you to try. And also this soap will be ready for me to try on July 17th, which is 30 days after Father's Day. So I want to try something different the way I'm cutting it, because my soap cutter is not performing the way I want it to perform. So we're going to try cutting it on the side. And I thought about this method before when I was cutting the Fierce Ninja bird soap. I could have laid it on its side and made a nice cut, so that way I won't cut into the bar. And that doesn't work because it has a high top, so I'm gonna have to turn it back around. So the soap cutter is good for low top soap. So I'm gonna actually do a review on the soap cutter. I have a video I need to produce for you guys, my review about the soap cutter. So yeah, but it would a very nice looking bar of soap. So alright, romantic viewers, here is your romantic question of the day. Number 1, would you rather take your family to the lake and enjoy the nice summer weather? Or number 2, would you rather go to a circus, a family circus, and enjoy the sights? Go ahead and cast your votes for today. If you look in the video box above in the right corner, you're going to see a survey so you can cast your vote for today. Thank you for watching my videos, and don't forget to take time out to pamper yourself. Bye now.